So let's talk about it. The PS5 Pro, $700. In this economy that we currently live in, $700 for a console, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. And let's break this down. So what is the PS5 better than the regular PS5 at? It has an upgraded GPU. It has 2 terabytes of storage. It will not have a disk drive. It's a separate purchase. This is a diskless console, so you can get a disk drive, but it's separate. Pre-orders will begin September 26th. It will start launching on November 7th. It has advanced ray tracing. It has AI-driven upscaling. First supported games are right here. And that's pretty much that. Other than that, it's a PS5. Let's kind of break down why this is crazy, because people say, well, why is $700 crazy? You know, it's only $200 more than the base PS5, and you know, I mean, I'm not saying everyone's gonna buy it, but if you have the money, why not? The reason why consoles are so appealing is a couple different things. Number one, usually its price per performance is ridiculous. I mean, you're talking about you're gonna get a 4K console, something that can run 4K games at 120 FPS for $500. That's insane. Something that can run for the Xbox Series S, obviously, for around $300, you can run something that can upscale to 4K 120 FPS. That's insane, right? I mean, that's, like, again, for price per performance, that's why consoles are the king, and why people love consoles is because you're getting the most money out of performance for your buck. Now, once you add $700 layer to that, that's when things get a little bit more shaky, because the whole thing about consoles has always been, can I build a PC for a similar price or less money and get way more stuff than a console? And normally you can't. Not for $500, not for $300. Once you put $700 on the board, that starts to kind of get shaky when it comes to that, right? Not only is $700 a lot for anyone in this economy right now to be able to afford, that's a crap ton of money for a console. It's a hard sell if you already have a PS5. If you don't have a PS5 and you never owned a PS5, it's a lot easier of a sell than if you already have one. If you already have one, it's almost a no-go completely. If you don't have a PS5, then maybe you're like, well, listen, I want to pick one up. This looks like it could be okay. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world if you already have a PS5. I'm sorry, if you don't have a PS5, but if you don't have a PS5, probably just get one second-handed. That really is the best idea to do. There's no real reason not to just go on eBay, get one on the second-hand market, you know, just get one for very cheap. I mean, right now in the second-hand market, they're like $300-400. So, again, half the price of a PS5 Pro. I understand why Sony did this, because it makes perfect sense. First off, the thing about Sony versus Microsoft is Sony, their exclusive games are only on their platform. It's only on PS5. There's no PC variant. There's no other variant. Like for Microsoft, every game that's on Xbox is going to be on PC. You know, they work in tandem. Everything works together. You play on Xbox, you can also play on your PC through the Xbox app. You can't do that on PlayStation. PlayStation is very strict to, if you want to play a PlayStation game, you have to get a PlayStation, right? Just kind of how it works. But again, like I said, for a new user, for someone who's brand new, who doesn't have PS5, I would say this actually helps them out by lowering the price of the original PS5 so that you can get it cheaper. But yeah, again, like I said, there will be a lot of people who get this. There will be a lot of people who buy this and then try to scalp it so they can resell for more money. And because this is coming out November 7th, which is right around the holiday season, that's going to cause this to be sold out right away. But even though this will be sold out right away and impossible to get, I don't really think it's that big of a deal at the end of the day. Yes, it's going to be better CPU, better GPU in this console. Yes, it's going to be more powerful. But at what point do you really... You don't need any more power. I mean, a PS5, an Xbox Series X, you're already to a point where it's insanely powerful. And for what it can do, because again, consoles are very limited. They can't, run Linux. They can't do crazy other things. They can only do so much. It's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. Like, you're not getting that much more by getting a $700 console. At that point, save the money, go get a PC, and you can do a lot more and play a lot more games overall wise by getting a PC. So, it's cool. I think it is really cool that, that they released it just because of the fact it's something new. I think there was an article, I want to say, that had like a picture side by side. So this is, by the way, what the console looks like. You got 3 little stripes on the side. Again, like I said, there is a disk drive that can be added, but it's a separate add-on. So, okay. Is it this article? Let's see. There was an article that showed the difference between the two games, and, well, I guess with the PS5 Pro versus non-PS5. Oh, this one right here. So, this is what it looks like. PS5, PS5 Pro. It feels like the eye test, when you go to doctors and they say, what looks better, 1 or 2? And you look at them, you're like, this looks exactly the same. And they're like, no, they're completely different, okay? 1 or 2? One or 2? I mean, it's obviously better ray tracing on 2. It's obviously, but is that worth $700? Probably not. Obviously, probably not. It's not. That's the answer, by the way. I gave you the answer. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Are you going to pick up a PS5 Pro? I would not recommend doing that. Even if you didn't have a PS5, just pick up a PS5 on discount then. Just get, something on secondhand market that you can get for cheap. Like, there's so many PS5s are going to go up on eBay and stuff because of this. This is going to cause the PS5 secondhand market to explode. And if that's the case, just take the shot. Just go for it. Get a new PS5 or a used PS5 for a decent price tag. And guess what? You get the 1, you get the 2. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Sony, $700 is crazy, but you know what? You went all out, and I respect that.